Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are at the moment. So let's do an audio check. Let's see if my audio is fine. You know, my audio sometimes. So I wanted, can somebody confirm if my audio is all right? Then we can get started. We'll wait on everybody to hop on, then we'll get started with this update. Probably some vloggers have already discussed about this, but it doesn't mean that we can't, right? I'm just gonna give you guys more details to it. Sorry, I had a day off yesterday, as you guys probably know. So, welcome, welcome. Let's wait for everybody to hop on, then we will get started with our update. So, can you guys confirm if our audio is okay? If you guys can hear me? Yes, volume is good. Thank you for confirming that, Robert. Maraming salamat. Happiest birthday, Miss Addie. We love you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you. Addie, happy birthday again. Thank you so much, guys. Maraming salamat. Thanks for all the greetings and well wishes on my birthday. I had a blast. It was a very nice celebration. So then my dear husband took me into a 2 hour massage last night. So it's all worth it. But of course, he has to come with me too. I thought it was just me because it was my birthday, but now he wants to come too. So he also got the bargain on that treat.
Hey, I done told you when we will celebrate your birthday Filipino style. We will celebrate my birthday American style.
Yeah, right.
That means if I invite you out, you pay.
But welcome everyone. We are now 21 over here. Maraming salamat for joining. If you guys are also watching other channel, but I wanted to add more details to it that the Philippines now have more options when it comes to COVID-19 testing requirements to all travelers to the Philippines. So no one is exempted on this requirement. So everybody has to go through this requirement. This is the COVID-19 testing. The thing is, the Philippines has added more options because I've heard reports from travelers that they were turned down to board the aircraft because they're testing their COVID-19 test were not accepted by the airline, especially if it was done in pharmacies and stuff. So now the Philippines has released a new resolution. This is IATF resolution number 165-F. This is to recognize more options for rapid antigen test that they now accept as COVID-19 test in the Philippines. So I will be sharing you guys my screen with regards to this resolution. So this is the newest resolution of the IATF. I will read this to you guys and I will answer some questions when we are done with this update. So for the update, uh, as it is hereby resolved that upon the recommendation of the Technical Working Group, the IATF approves the following rapid antigen test administered by healthcare professionals shall hereinafter be acceptable for purposes of entry, testing, and quarantine protocols of international arriving travelers. As such, all relevant issues such as but not limited to IATF resolution numbers 160-A, 160-B and 165 as amended shall be further amended as follows. So the Philippines accepts two COVID-19 testing, which is the RT-PCR test and the rapid antigen test. Now the now the rapid antigen test has now more options on when you guys are getting it, because they were not very specific when they have implemented this new rule that this new testing will now be accepted when you are traveling in the Philippines. They were not very specific on where you are getting it. So now that they have released this new resolution, you can now get it in present a negative RT-PCR test taken within 48 hours, or negative rapid antigen test administered and certified by a healthcare professional in a healthcare facility, laboratory, clinic, pharmacy, or other similar establishment taken within 24 hours prior to the date and time of departure from the country of origin or first port of embarkation in, an conti- in a continuous travel to the Philippines, excluding layovers, provided that he or she has not left the airport premises or has not been admitted into another country during such layover. So, on their previous resolution, it just says antigen test is accepted, but it has to be laboratory based. This time, rapid antigen test is accepted and can be administered and certified by a healthcare professional in a healthcare facility, just like hospitals, laboratory, clinic, pharmacy. So now they are very specific in pharmacies in the states like Walgreens, CVS, what's the other? Walmart. Think Walmart also does COVID-19 testing, or other similar establishments. So you guys will have more options on where to get it. Because, like I mentioned earlier, there were quite a bit of reports that those antigen tests done in pharmacies were not accepted by the airline. So now they are accepting it already, like if it is administered and certified by a healthcare professional in a healthcare facility or laboratory, clinic, pharmacy, or other similar establishment. But the home testing kit is still not allowed, especially if you're the one doing it. So no, that is still not allowed on the home testing kit. So that is actually good, because that would give the traveler a lot of options on which testing they will do for their upcoming travel to the Philippines. So this is actually good, and still the time frame for it, if you are going for RT-PCR test, it's still within 48 hours prior to departure. If you are doing the rapid antigen test, it's still 20 within 24 hours prior to departure. So the time frame for those testing has not changed, but they have added more options to you guys on where to get it, how to get it, and what type of testing you can get. So you now have options on what COVID-19 testing you can get. So now you can go get it in Walgreens, CVS, and if you are flying from LA or San Francisco, they actually have testing facilities over there. If you guys have, especially if you guys have long layovers in San Francisco or in LA, you can definitely get your COVID-19 testing over there, because they have three testing facilities at the airport, both in LAX and in San Francisco. I'm not sure in New York if they have, because New York also have a direct flight still with Philippine Airlines to the Philippines. So, like I said, if you guys have long layovers in LA, particularly in San Francisco or in LAX, you can definitely get your testing, your COVID-19 testing over there. Then aside from that, the Philippines has expanded or added more countries for the reciprocal agreement. They have added Bangladesh, Mexico, Pakistan. They have added Bangladesh, Mexico, Pakistan, and Slovak Republic. So now the Philippines, let me count because I am not certain how many countries now have reciprocal agreement. I am going to pull this up on the screen. These are the these are the countries that have now a reciprocal agreement with the Philippines. I have posted this in our community in YouTube. So you guys, community in YouTube is kind of like Facebook that you can post updates. So if you guys have time to check, I do post updates or announcements in our community in YouTube. So these are the countries that so far have reciprocal agreement with the Philippines. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 16. 16 times 4. Sorry, I have to compute. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it has now 75 countries with reciprocal agreements. So if you are a national of this country, flashed on your screens right now, whatever your country, whatever your country's vaccination proof is, then it will be accepted in the Philippines because of its reciprocal or mutual acceptance of COVID certificate or vaccine certificate. So please take note of these countries. Like I said, if you guys want to know the specific countries, I have posted this in our community. So those are the two major announcements from the IATF this week, that they have added more options when it comes to COVID-19 testing requirements to all travelers in the Philippines, as well as they have added more countries with reciprocal agreement in the Philippines. So now let's go over your questions. If you guys have questions, yes, volume is good. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you, Vinsoy. How many forms and downloads we need now? So far, one health pass. Just like that has not really changed, James. And actually, one health pass, they have actually made it a lot more easier. So I have uploaded an update on that as well. Good morning, Adi. I hear you well. Hey, Butch. Thank you. Oh, birthday girl. Happy birthday. Thank you, James. Brian is laughing on your comment. Sounds fair. Lots of laugh. Hope I can take the RT-PCR on the same day of my flight. If you can get the result right away on the RT-PCR test, then you can do that. Vincent, where you flying out? LAX has for is actually flying out from Singapore, but I am married to a Filipino living in the Philippines. I applied for NBA clearance on February 10th, still not heard anything yet. I'm British. Usually with NBI clearance in the Philippines, it takes 1 month. So you should be, I would follow up with that office, Robert, on where your NBI clearance is at. I would follow up. But the process when it comes to NBI clearance in the Philippines, it takes a month for foreign nationals. SFO has, yes, SFO has testing sites as well as LAX. Flying up from Singapore, Vincent, you may, yeah, it's like they got a lot of testing facilities in Singapore, Vinsoy, for sure. Good morning, Ate Adi. Blessings, and thank you for all the information. Hey, Edwin, thank you. Just stick it up my nose. I'm ready. Oh, the RT-PCR test.
Yeah.
Arrived in Manila yesterday to complete the SRRV process. We'll be heading to Southern Leyte Monday. Was an easy process coming through Manila Airport. Slow, of course, but efficient and stress-free. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. Southern Leyte Life, and welcome to the Philippines. Hello, Greg. Good morning. Antigen test and art is, yes, they are completely different. It's not art test, Vincent. That is antigen. Antigen and RT-PCR tests are completely different COVID-19 testing. So don't be confused of the two. The antigen test uh, could has a quicker result. I mean, the time frame when it comes to waiting on the result, they come in very quickly, like as quick as 30 minutes, while the RT-PCR test takes a while when it comes to the result. Hi, Eddie. My departure is from LA, layover at Singapore for 11 hours, then to Davao. Should I get my antigen here in LA? Where do I get my antigen test? Please advise. If you are flying from LAX, they have COVID-19 testing facilities at the airport. I think they have 3 or 4 testing facilities in LAX. You can get your COVID-19 test over there, especially if you have long layover in LA or if you are from LA itself. So you can definitely get your COVID-19 test in LA. So, like I said, guys, I just wanted to hop on and update everybody on the latest IATF Resolution 165-F, that to all travelers to the Philippines will now have more option on doing the COVID-19 testing requirement to all travelers to the Philippines. You can either do the RT-PCR test that is within 48 hours prior to departure, or you can do the antigen test, rapid antigen test, within 24 hours prior to departure. It can be certified and administered by a healthcare worker. You can do it in hospitals, laboratory, pharmacy, and other similar, uh, what do you call this? Similar establishments that does it. So it not just laboratory based anymore. They have given more options on that. I guess they receive quite a bit of complaint on that because, like I said, I've heard reports that if you got your antigen test in a pharmacy, they will not accept it. So that is our latest travel updates to the Philippines, guys. So if you guys don't have any more questions for me for this travel updates to the Philippines, I can wrap this up in probably 12 minutes. But if you guys have questions, please feel free to post them in our chat box so I can answer. But if not, we can wrap this up in 20 minutes. This is probably the shortest shortest live I did. I will try to go live on Facebook tonight. Hi, Miss Addie. I'm here in California. Thanks, post. Oh my God. Christian is back in the US. Christian is a jet setter. But going back and forth from the Philippines to the US and US back to the Philippines. Take care, Christian. Enjoy your stay in California. Maraming salamat for tuning in. So, like I said, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, we can wrap this live streaming up. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's the latest with the IATF, and please keep an eye on our future updates. And like I said, the next update of the IATF is not until April the 16th. So we will await on that. What's new with the IATF resolution by then?
The next update is not supposed to come out.
Oh, not supposed to come until April 16th. But we'll never know. It's like this is only, I think they have posted this update yesterday on more options with rapid antigen test to all travelers to the Philippines. Hey, brother Jess. Good morning. How are you? Addie, in your opinion, not hold you to it. What do you will be removed from current? Hmm. That's actually a good question, Butch. But I don't really think they are going to remove anything at the moment on the requirements. If you mean the requirements. Because right now the return ticket that has been a requirement ever since.
That's been a
That's been
requirement
a
from
requirement even
years
before
ago.
pre-pandemic time. Forrest one time was not able to board the aircraft because used to be the company that he worked for buys his ticket to the Philippines when he comes to visit us, but their HR only booked one-way ticket for him to the Philippines, and he was denied from boarding the aircraft because he only had one-way ticket. So for tourists coming into the Philippines, because he was entering as a tourist, for tourists coming in into the Philippines, you need to have the return ticket. So he called the office, and the office was quick enough to book him a flight for exit ticket. So that has been a requirement pre-pandemic time, and I don't really see them removing that. The travel insurance that's new. But if you talk to frequent travelers all around the world, they don't fly without the travel insurance. So the travel insurance is actually to protect you. Not, I know some would say that it's a corruption going on in the Philippines again, but the thing is, it's not the government that's really benefiting from the insurance. It's the insurance companies, but it's a good safety net if in case you get sick, because the travel insurance will not just cover you with COVID-19. The travel insurance could cover you in any emergency situation that you get into while traveling, not just in the Philippines but all over the world. And then what's the other one? The COVID-19 test. Well, as long as this virus is still around, I don't really see them removing that. They might in the long run, but I don't really see them removing that anytime soon. Salamat po sa lahat ng info. The best po kayo, number one supporter here. Thank you, Christian. Born in the Philippines, not a dual citizen. What is the need to visit again our home country? Oh, this is the email you sent me, Brother Jess. If the child is born in the Philippines, he's technically a Filipino citizen. All you gotta do is report that birth in the Philippines so the child could recognize his Filipino citizenship. Hi po, rapid not PCR is accepted po ba? Yes, NA not rapid NAAT is actually an RT-PCR test. They are in California. Also, do Pinoys born in the Philippines Finns need travel insurance and 30 days return ticket. That really depends. Even if he's born in the Philippines, but he cannot prove that he is, and he is carrying a foreign passport, he has to really prove, because he would fall under the former Filipino, no? Because if he's not a dual citizen yet, enable for you to avail that balikbayan privilege, you really have to prove that you are a Filipino, like the birth certificate. You have to have a birth certificate for it
Well, he
and
was
stuff.
born in the Philippines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was he born to American parents?
Brother Jess, are the child's parents Filipinos? If not dual citizens, they have updated that requirements as well. Filipino citizens, including their spouses and children, as long as they are traveling together, they are exempted from, especially if it's a foreign spouse or foreign children, As long as they are traveling with a Filipino citizen wife, they are exempted from travel insurance and return ticket. But Filipino citizens, whether they are traveling alone or traveling with their family, they are exempted from travel insurance and return ticket. That also applies to balikbayans, former Filipinos. As long as they are traveling together, the wife, the husband, the children will be exempted from travel insurance and return ticket. I am 56 years old. Travel insurance, good idea for me. It is. It's like just I told Forrest. It's like we've we've we used to get travel insurance, but that's just for the ticket, to secure the ticket just in case there's delayed in flights, flight cancellations, loss of baggage. But ever since the Philippines has been requiring travel health insurance, it's really not a bad idea to have it on hand with you because it will help you in the long run. Yes, I am talking about the protocols that possibly be removed in an instance 2 months, say middle June. I don't know yet because there has been rumors already, and the World Health Organization has been sending warnings already for the possible surge of COVID-19 after election. The thing that doesn't make sense did COVID-19 tell them that hey, we will going to be
infecting more people right after they get done with their election.
yes, so it's like it's like I think I posted that in the community, and it really dawned on me. It's like, how can they know that there will be a surge after election? Why after election? I wholeheartedly believe that travel insurance is a great idea. It is, and it would depend on your age. It would depend on your health condition. That's when the prices will vary. Just like for me, when I was checking travel insurance for myself, I mine was around $25. Pardon again, is dual citizenship still need health insurance? No, if you are a dual citizen, you are exempted from the travel insurance. Can you suggest a cheapest travel insurance for 30 days? I have actually uploaded that in the channel on recommended travel insurance. I will be updating that in the next coming days because I will be adding more companies that has good benefits or good service when it comes to travel insurance. These friends of mine are 100% Pinoys living in California and not dual citizens. Adults that's ad, adults that just want to know what is needed to visit their home country. Parents are not foreigners. So their parents are Filipinos and they are born in the Philippines. What type of passport do they carry? Philippine passport? I'm sorry, brother, just if I have so many questions, but I cannot really answer it properly if I don't know little bit of details of this friend of yours. So I mean, travel insurance still need for dual citizen? No shit. Travel travel insurance. If you're a dual citizen, you are exempted from the travel insurance. U.S. only. Oh, so they are 100% Pinoy, but U.S. passport holders. They probably have migrated in the
They
states.
probably nationalized.
Mm-hmm.
All they got to do is apply for their dual citizenship.
So get in touch if they are in California. Get in touch with the
But
Philippine consulate over there.
but the children, if they were born in the Philippines,
They are automatic Filipino citizens. It just needs to be recognized.
they are automatic Filipino citizens, and the children would not have had to give up their Philippine citizenship
True.
in order to become U.S. citizens, even if the parents did. So technically they are dual citizens still.
But that needs to have paperwork, my love.
Right.
You know that. Hey, I'm 97 years old. Insurance is cheap. Oh, you're lying, Butch. You're not 97. Ano naman pagkakaiba ng travelers? Pare-pareho lang naman nagbabayad at nagta-travel sa Pinas. Bakit may restriction pa sa sa mga unfair sa lahat ng travelers? Well, we are in a pandemic. So, we are not really in the normal phase of traveling yet. So, kaya may mga travel restrictions. It's like the thing is, only the Philippines has seen with travel restrictions. But if you check other countries like Hong Kong, Taiwan, they have worse travel restrictions than the Philippines. They don't want to be dual, want to visit. If they just want to visit, since the Philippine borders are open, they can fly with their US passport. No questions to that. If that's what they are wanting to do, they can fly to the Philippines as long as the Philippine borders are open for everybody, which is now open for everybody. US passport holders don't want dual citizenship born. Like I said, Brother Jess, if they are US passport holders and they just want to visit the Philippines, they can fly to the Philippines as tourists and get the 30-day visa, and it can be extended. Now, when they want to be, now if they want their Filipino citizenship recognized, because because I don't know what the parents did if they are born in the Philippines and they are born to Filipino parents and they have US passport now. I was like, how did they leave the Philippines? They probably have migrated. The parents have applied for US citizenship, or it was like something in between has happened. How were they able to get the US passport if they are born in the Philippines and born to Filipino citizen parents? So, but if they really want their Filipino citizenship recognized, they can go to the nearest Philippine consulate and apply for it. Have their Filipino citizenship recognized so they can eventually apply for Philippine passport.
And getting your dual citizenship does not take away or cost you really anything,
Mm-hmm.
except for keeping your passport current, which
They are not, they won't be under the category of dual citizens because they are itself already dual citizens by birth. They just need it recognized so they can eventually get their Philippine passports if they really
yeah,
want
but he
that.
was saying that they don't really want to become dual citizens. Why not?
Whether they like it or not, they are. They are born in the Philippines and they are born to Filipino parents.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to become a dual citizen? Because that is going to open up so many more opportunities for you,
True.
and it really does not hurt you in any way
That is very true.
unless you're a service member.
I finally made it to the Philippines, a long flight that was worth it from the US. Welcome to the Philippines, Joe. I am from US. I have a digital vaccination QSR code on my phone and paper vaccination card from the state of Illinois with QSR code. Am I good to go? Yep, Manny. Because the US and the Philippines have reciprocal agreement, so whatever vaccination proof you have in the US will be accepted in the Philippines. So right now they will be treated like foreigners and requires all documents as myself. That is correct because they are carrying a foreign passport. Only two things are actually added on the requirements. Flying as entering the Philippines as a foreign tourist and entering the Philippines as a Filipino citizen. The only two requirements that a Filipino citizen don't need to prepare when entering the Philippines is the travel insurance and the return ticket that is implemented to foreign tourists. Those are the only two requirements that Filipino citizens don't need to have or not required to have entering the Philippines. Happy birthday! Thank you, Greg. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much. So, do you guys still have more questions for me? So, I hope I did not confuse you on that, Brother Jess. I haven't been able, you haven't been able, what, William? What is required for Filipinos on tourist visa? Traveling to Australia soon and has vax cert. What are the required of before boarding the flight? Can you give light on this? Thanks. The best thing to do, Miss Evelyn, is go to the Australian government, check what Australian government is requiring to all travelers entering Australia, because Australia is big. Where are you going to? What? Where? Blah. Where is your port of entry in Australia? Is it in Melbourne, Victoria, or is it Victoria? Sydney. So if you're flying with Philippine Airlines has detailed requirements in every country you are entering. So you can check. So good idea to present birth certificate when these Filipinos return. Do they have Philippine birth certificate? If they have Philippine birth certificate, they can actually stay up to 1 year in the Philippines. If that birth certificate is from the Philippines. Whose birthday? It's my birthday, Brother Jess. Oh, I can't believe you forgot that. Been able to connect with you on Facebook. Oh, I'm not sure why, William Powers. What's up? Uh, uh, what is it? Adelaide, Australia via Singapore. Like I said, Miss Evelyn, Singapore Airlines. Like I said, the best way to know the requirement of a particular country is go through their government website because they have all the requirements that you need entering a particular country. My fiance from the Philippines is going to try. Our Facebook page is the Eaton Squad, same handle. So look for the page. Look for the page and message me there. Keep up the good works. Thanks for all you do, sharing, updating us, travelers of Philippines. God bless you and your family. Thank you, She. Happy travels. Safe travels soon. So the Lenten season is coming up in the Philippines. So that's next week. Hello there. Happy birthday to you. Have a good one. Hey, Brother Floyd. Brother Floyd just arrived in the Philippines. Maraming salamat. Via Singapore Airlines, thank you, more power. Maraming salamat, Miss Evelyn. Yes, check with the Australian government po. What are the requirements nila if you're going through Adelaide, Sydney? There is the 3 months waiting list to become dual citizen in Chicago. How can my family? I have my birth certificate and old Philippine passport. So money's weight loss. If you look, sounds like you are a former Filipino, a Filipino who have migrated in the US and have applied for naturalization to become a US citizen but did not apply for dual citizenship yet. you belong to the former Filipino category or balikbayan, you can use your old Philippine passport or your birth certificate uh, as proof that you were a former Filipino before to avail the balikbayan privileges, which is 1 year visa free to the Philippines. If you are not able to process your dual citizenship yet. Yeah, I've heard the process for dual citizenship is taking so long because of, but they should be back to 100% work capacity already after they have dealt with their backlogs. It's matter I don't want to disclose publicly. That's what I put into YouTube and have communicated before. Yeah, just message me on Facebook, William Powers. I will keep an eye on your message. It's like yesterday I kind of have a day off because it was my birthday, so now it's back to work.
She
So
got lazy yesterday.
so I will be I will be responding to those inquiries on Facebook. So if you guys still have questions for me, uh I will stick around for the next 20 minutes or so. And I will try to go live on Facebook tonight to our Facebook page and do the same update that I did over here. If you guys are on Facebook, and also tomorrow it's LDR discussion. Today is Friday, right?
You're asking me.
I was like, I think today is Friday.
Today is a day that ends in Y.
All days ends in Y.
So I'm right, huh?
My birthday's in May. Hope I haven't upset you and your husband. No, why would you upset us, William Powers? Happy birthday, Addie. God bless. Hey, Jane Conetta. She is the cousin of Sharon Conetta. This is my brother Floyd's asawa. Thank you so much for joining. Finally, yeah. Brother Floyd is in the Philippines. My family can come then if I have my birth certificate and all Philippine passport. Thank you. Yes, if you're flying with your family, they are actually exempted from travel insurance and return ticket. You as well is exempted from travel insurance and return ticket. Just bring your birth certificate and old Philippine passport. You should be good to go, Manny. I have a layover in Japan too. I have to also do their One Health Pass too. The layover in Japan is 2 hours. No, because you don't need to do anything for Japan because you are just transiting. You are not actually.
Unless you're planning on going out into
Yes.
Japan.
But if it's just mainly layover.
But if it's just a 2 hour layover, you're really not going to have time to go out into Japan and see anything.
True, because you might be landing in one terminal, but you actually have to ride a train going to the next terminal. Japan airport is very huge. My favorite airport, one of my favorite airports in the world.
That's just because you like their noodles.
Oh yeah, I have a go-to restaurant over there for my noodles. I don't know for the life of me. I'm not sure what you're trying to imply, William. Happy birthday. So sorry. Use Remitly to send money to myself. Went to video to get money. Not a good experience. Signed like the same documents about 10 minutes. Saw some sort of paperwork about my I'm so sorry you have to go through all that, brother Jeff. I'm so sorry. I thought you sent Remitly to me. It's like I did not get any notification. Joke lang. So you send yourself money to via Remitly via BDO. If you don't really want so much hassle when it comes to remittances in the Philippines, use Western Union. Western Union is not as complicated as other remittances over here in the Philippines, because Western Union, they just want your identification card, the transaction number or that code, and the amount. I'm fearful sometimes of everything. I'm sure it's me. Oh, I don't know what William is talking about. Status, wonder what that was about. Typical Philippines wanting more documents. And I thought the Philippine hates communists and same process. Good to hear. Are they still using Trace application? Call the airline if they require the Trace app. Because there are airlines that still require Trace app anymore. What did PB give you for your birthday? He took me to a 2-hour massage last night. Oh, that was cool. That was really that was really pampering. And he bought me lechon, or he let me buy lechon for my birthday. I told him, baby, I want lechon for my birthday. He's like, I don't care. So I bought myself lechon for my birthday. And we devoured it yesterday. Now today I'm having native chicken soup. Do I need to fill out S-Pass when traveling from Makati to Angeles? I don't think so. I don't think Angeles still requires S-Pass. But please double check, Jeffrey. But as far as I know, not anymore. Angeles, Pampanga, I don't think they still require S-Pass in Pampanga. Did you had a problem sending yourself money in the Philippines, Brother Jess? Like I said, if you want a hassle-free remittance when sending money to the bank is to, too strict when it comes to that. It's like I send myself money from our US bank to the Philippines, and I go through the bank too, because the bank has a better exchange rate when it comes to dollar bills, but they ask a lot of documents, because the sender would be Maria A. Eaton, the the receiver is Maria Adelaide Eaton. It's like, who is Maria A. Eaton? It's like me. Who is Maria Adelaide Eaton? It's like, still me. Duh. So you send yourself money? It's like, yes. I don't think there is a rule that you can't send money to yourself. But the thing is, Brother Jess, right now I usually have it directly deposited to our bank account in the Philippines. So it's a lot, what do you call this? It's a lot easier. Mhm. Mhm. So 10 more minutes, guys, and we'll wrap this up. I have to get a 48-hour COVID test before the flight. So either you can get the RT-PCR test, which is within 48 hours prior to departure, or the rapid antigen test within 24 hours prior to departure. You actually have two options now with COVID-19 test as a requirement to enter the Philippines at Mani. Would you exchange your money in the airport or in a bank when I'm there, or should I change the money before I leave Canada? You can do it at the airport. Airports sometimes have good exchange rate. Usually, when we fly to the Philippines, whenever we come from the States and fly back to the Philippines, we usually exchange our dollars at the airport. Because at the airport, especially on Terminal 2, they have money changers, but they also have banks at the airport. Look for that because they have better exchange rate than the typical money exchanger at the airport. So I think they have Metro Bank or PNB at the airport. So you can go there. I am not the one that made you cry from what your husband broadcasted on your channel. That broke my heart. Oh, what was that? Oh, the Bureau of Immigration fiasco. My husband did not really name names on that. Thanks so much. You're very welcome, Manny. Safe travel soon. Thank you and happy birthday. You don't look a day over 19. Wow.
He say 19 or 90?
He said 19. That's 1 9. Smart guy. That is smart. Wait till I get my teeth fixed. I will be 15. Joke lang. Do you honestly think they will open up the unvaccinated soon?
No.
No. And it's like, I know that's very direct answer, but just look at what they do with the Philippine population or the Filipino citizens itself. We are I don't really like to use the term forced, but it's like that over here. It's like they are even I watched the news today and they are even talking about doing the house to house vaccination again because the percentage on the vaccination rate has dropped. So they will do the house to house vaccination to all Filipinos who have not been vaccinated yet. See you next day on live chat. Yes, Brother Floyd, please enjoy your day today with your family. Go eat balot, go to Jollibee, and stuff like that, Brother Floyd. And if you eat balot, please, I need pictures of that. Sister Jane, please have Brother Floyd eat balot. Is there?
Why do you want to make his day go bad?
Sige lang, good. Is there a walking street in Makati? Oh, yeah. There is. Why New Makati? If you need a tour guide in the Philippines, Brother Jess is here. Oh my God. Brother Jess can tour Manila all by himself, even riding the train. I can't do that. I get lost in Manila. That's why I use Grab, Grab taxi. Whenever I go somewhere, I use Grab. That way I can get to where I need to go without being lost in Manila. Because if I use the public transportation over there, I will get lost.
She hasn't been kidnapped once.
Gosh. Oh. Mhm. Do, 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 do. So, if you guys don't have any more questions, we can wrap this up in 6 minutes. So, our live is for 1 hour. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and thank you so much for all those questions. And I was hoping I was able to answer those questions for you guys. I will, like I said, I will try to go live on Facebook tonight to give the same updates, especially to those who missed this update in YouTube. Like I've said before, I will be doing live on Facebook page. In our Facebook page is the Eton Squad, same handle. So if you guys could join me tonight, I will also make an announcement over there for our live tonight. If you guys can join, that would be awesome to give the same updates. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Trubby. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Is there any recommendation you give someone traveling to the Philippines for the first time by himself? I am fairly shy. First, very important because this you will need this on your stay in the Philippines. The dollar bills, you need to have crisp dollar bills to travel to the Philippines because they will not, it's not that they will not exchange your dollar bills, but the older your dollar bills is, the lesser exchange you will get. But if you will give them crisp new dollar bills,
$100 bills.
$100 bills, they will give you the full exchange rate of it. Second, I need to do I need to. Second, if you will be using your cards in the Philippines, you will be using your card in the Philippines. That way, they will not deny any transaction coming from Philippine purchases. That's one thing. And just be very vigilant when you are in the Philippines. You know, test your surroundings, be very vigilant with people you deal with. Are you visiting somebody here in the Philippines, Jess? It would help when you're visiting somebody because they can pretty much guide you. But if you are traveling on your own, to me, just enjoy. You know, enjoy, but be vigilant of your surroundings. I'm not saying that Filipinos will kill you, but
They will
uh,
definitely take advantage of you.
yes, they would definitely take advantage of you because whenever they see foreigners, they see dollar signs. So happy birthday, Mrs. Addie. Thank you, Anna. Hello to you, Ati Addie. Hey, Blake, brother. How are you? Hello, Forrest.
Hello.
What is your favorite airline or route? I like Philippine Airlines because it's a direct flight. I also like Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines from the Philippines to the US, they usually have a stopover in Japan. And then from the US going to the Philippines, they usually have a stopover either in South Korea or in Japan. So I like those two airlines so far.
I like Philippine Airlines because of the direct flight. I like Delta because of their cookies.
Because of their cookies. Hey Addie, I work here in the hospital and we offer saliva PCR laboratory COVID test. Is this acceptable in our country? Is saliva antigen? I think the antigen that they are talking about, Sister Jennifer, is the nose swab. I don't think the Philippines is accepting saliva test yet. Now, on the other hand, if you are flying from the Philippines to the US accepts saliva test. But so far in the Philippines, RT-PCR and antigen. I don't think they accept saliva test yet, even if it's laboratory based testing. So I would say no on the saliva. If you guys will do cause saliva PCR. Is it cheap to fly across Philippines? I would like to visit Cebu for a weekend and other places, but it seems far to some places.
Yes, it is very cheap.
It is if you're because usually with domestic flights, if you're just flying coach, you can fly for as low as $50 to
Well,
$100 round trip.
let me rephrase that. It's very cheap if you're an American, but a lot of Filipinos really can't afford it.
So because it's like I said, just like when me and husband flew to Manila for a 3-day getaway with our subscribers, that was $100 round trip for both of us already. Thank you. You're welcome. This is Jennifer Chase. Can I get a drugstore test? Drugstore is pharmacy, right? So that's similar. Drugstore is a similar establishment like a healthcare facility, laboratory, clinic, or pharmacy. Then yes. Yes, the fire alarm how to guy. His name is very long, but that's all right. Thank you. So happy I caught this live. You guys are you guys are a godsend. Jeffrey, if you have any questions or inquiries during your travel to the Philippines, you can direct message me in our Facebook page. The same handle, the Eton Squad. Message me there, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Sometimes I get so busy being a mommy, business owner, vlogger, everything. But I always reply to all. Oh my God, I get accused of. I think one subscriber. He said he's been messaging me and looking at our conversation previously. I have been responding to all his inquiries, but for some reason I was not able to respond one of his inquiry because I was sick. He got mad. I was like, I'm so sorry if I was so sick to reply to your inquiry. He did not like that. It's like I try to reply as much as I can. I receive 50 to 100 messages on a daily basis. I have to sit down for hours to reply everybody's inquiries. And he got so mad one day because I got sick and I did not reply to his inquiry. So I'm sorry if I am sick because I'm sorry because I was sick and was not able to reply to your inquiry. It is still has to be laboratory based test. They have expanded that already. Fire alarm for antigen test. It could be administered and certified by a health care professional in a healthcare facility, laboratory, clinic, pharmacy, or other similar related establishments. Because on their previous resolution, it has to be laboratory based only. Now they have expanded that option. It could be laboratory, hospital, clinic, pharmacy, or similar establishment like that. So, oh, you're very welcome, Jeffrey. Like I said, if you have any inquiries on your travel to the Philippines, please don't hesitate to message us in our Facebook page. Same handle, the Eaton Squad. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, how updated is the SPAS site? Is this still a requirement? As like that's the thing with the SPAS website. They seem to be not updated when there's new updates from the IATF, because I checked it myself the other day, and there are still some areas that they said requires an SPAS but they don't anymore. So the best thing to do on that is to contact the local government unit of your final destination if they still require it, because ESPA sometimes is not updated. So,
Well, they probably don't want to be updated.
oh, my job has certified doctors who do laboratory based tests. I will send a message to the school nurse to get signed up in June. If you're not traveling till June, that will change again. So, do you think Thailand will open their borders like Philippines in May? Thailand is already open as far as I know. Thailand even opened up before the Philippines did. Love the vlogs at the Adi. Looking forward to this Saturday's discussion. Yes, brother Blake. That's tomorrow. I will try to go live on Facebook tonight too for giving the same updates like we did today. For our kababayans. So, if you got more questions for me, please post them in our chat box. If not, maybe we can wrap this up. I'm ready to dig into my native chicken soup for lunch. My husband is laughing at me like, ugh. He doesn't like eating, he doesn't like chicken soup, or he doesn't like soup at all. So mama's gonna be so busy because I have two graduating students. One is our kinder, the other one is our sixth grade. So we have two graduating students this year. I can't believe we will have junior high next school year. It feels like I enrolled our eldest yesterday for kindergarten, and boom, the next day I woke up, she will be in junior high. It's like, what happened? What happened? I am flying with Cebu Pacific to Cagayan de Oro to meet my fiance there. Their website still mentions SPAS as a requirement. Could I still register with SPAS? If you really want to play it safe, fire alarm, you can go ahead and register with SPAS.
It's not like SPAS takes a lot of time
Yes, it should be
or a lot of energy to
register.
register.
Like I say, if you want to play it safe, register with SPAS. I observed that during departure from the Philippines, there were 3 checkpoints to carry on luggage. Is it necessary? More success to you. You're looking good. Thank you. There were 3 checkpoints of carry on luggage. What do you mean 3 checkpoints, Beb? What's the 3 checkpoints, Bobot? Departure from the Philippines, there were three
Oh,
checkpoints.
he's probably talking about security points.
Oh, when they go through and scan your carry-on luggage, then the next one they will check again. Typical Philippines.
Yeah, because basically, as you go into the airport, they'll scan your luggage.
Yes, the check-in.
Then when you go through immigration, they'll scan your luggage.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have an international flight,
They will scan
especially
again.
going back to the United States, they'll scan your luggage again.
Yep, that's true. I'm here to cover everyone with protection. Oh, cool. Magnum Prime. Is it currently a rainy season in the Philippines or summer weather? Both, actually. Supposed to be. This is summertime in the Philippines, but we got rain. I think we have tropical depression somewhere. When are you back in YouTube live again? Thanks again. We should be live tomorrow night, Philippine time. That's our LDR discussion, but we also cater travel related questions. And I will also try to go live on Facebook tonight. Have no fear. Oh my God. I already know who is this. I have 9 guesses. The first 8 doesn't count. This is Mugman. 3 days prior to arrival with S-Pass. Yes, that's usually the registration time frame. You register with S-Pass. Or fire alarm. If you really want to be sure about it, have your fiance or girlfriend ask Cagayan de Oro's local government unit if they really require S-Pass, because it will not like, don't waste your time trying to register with something that you don't really need. She's already there in Cagayan. Tell her to go to their local government unit if they still require S-Pass for incoming visitors. With one snap, I'm back. I'm every man raincoat. Florida and the Philippines have the same type of weather. That is true. Dang, busted. I knew it. I knew it, Mugman. That's you. Magnum Prime, huh? Yes, that's actually right. The Philippines is has the same what do you call this, weather. Unrelated, do you know a fruit called jujube, also called monkey apple? Do you know where I can get it in the Philippines? Small round fruit, something green or red. What is jujube? That's the first time I heard. Monkey fruit, monkey apple. What's a monkey apple? Yeah. Let me Google it. Oh, that's rambutan. That's rambutan, I think. Yes, it's rambutan. It's kind of like a lychee fruit, isn't it? That's a lychee fruit. It's good. That's my favorite.
They've
Re-
got,
Remember that fruit, baby? It's kind of like the hairy fruit, red hairy fruit that I like.
well, when I pull up images of
Jujube. That's kind of like uh,
monkey apples, it shows a lot of different fruits.
which one is that? The hairy type? The hairy type. That did not sound right.
It also brings up that one there, which I know you eat.
Yes. Honeymoon is in Boracay. Will I need S-Pass flying from Manila to Boracay? No, Boracay, I think they only require vaccination card for
You,
fully vaccinated.
you said juju?
Jujube. Florida is home of the orange and the Philippines is home of adventure. Exactly right. Ha ha ha. Who's laughing? Jujube. What is jujube?
Okay.
That's actually the first time I heard. Yeah. Oh, that's rambutan. He said rambutan. Is that the hairy type fruit that has green and red? It's kind of like the lychee. It's actually like a lychee fruit.
That is a jujube.
I've never had that. Durian. That's not durian. That's not monkey fruit. Durian is durian. Miss Addie, how about my 14-year-old US citizen grandson? Kailangan pa ba niya ng health insurance traveling with me, not his Filipina mom? Yes. If he is traveling with grandma and he is a US passport holder, kailangan niya po ng health insurance and
They're Chinese dates.
health insurance lang, return ticket hindi na po. I think. Haha, the hairy type. The hairy type. Jujube Chinese apple. Jujube Chinese apple? Jujube?
They're Chinese dates, not apples.
To be honest, I have not tried dates. They said it's good, but
Me and you dated for a while.
no, that's not what they meant. S-Pass is also another. It's kind of like online registration, or it's also kind of like tracing system also per local government unit. Not all requires it. It really depends, Manny, where are you going. It's like siniguelas. Ay, ganun. Jujube pala yun. It's like siniguelas. It really depends on the season. My favorite is siniguelas. Siniguelas, season din kasi ang siniguelas sa Pilipinas. Where is Cagayan or Misamis Oriental can I get sushi? Want to treat my fiance. Oh, yummy sushi. Just Google it, fire alarm. Sushi place in Cagayan or Misamis Oriental. Or if we have somebody over here from Cagayan or Misamis Oriental, you guys can recommend a restaurant for sushi. Thank you. You're welcome, Bobot. I
Okay.
preferred my peaches clean shave. It is my oh my god. I don't think that's what they meant. This is again. This is Magman again. For sure. Go ahead, Beb. What are you saying?
Okay. Yes, you can get Juju bees
Jujube.
in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Where? I am not 100% certain, but it looks like Cagayan de Oro.
Cagayan de Oro. Ma'am, tanong lang po, wala na ba PCR test pabalik ng Saudi Arabia? Salamat po. Parang mayroong update si Kahuan yan. Doon sa mga pabalik ng Saudi, Kahuan TV is really a good source for information traveling back sa Saudi kasi nandun po siya sa Saudi. Parang nakita ko in one of his update na hindi na kailangan. Pero please double check, Brother Bert, kung totoo talaga yun na hindi na kailangan. Do the nights get cold in the Philippines? You answer that, my love. Do the nights get colder in the Philippines? With AC, yes. Without AC, hell no.
I was about ready to say it depends upon what you call colder. I mean, is it below 80 degrees outside? Yes. But is it down in the 50s and 60s where I like to sleep? No.
That's funny. Hoy, Magman. I wish they had crawfish there. My fiance went, oh my God, why do you have to say that? I cannot get it over here. Fire alarm. And I miss crawfish so bad.
Tutub?
Tutub? What's tutub?
Siniguelas?
Siniguelas? That's my favorite fruit.
That is
Jujube?
a jujube.
Oh, okay. That's seasonal though.
Aratilis?
Aratilis.
That is also jujube. Filipino names for the jujube.
I like that fruit. It really depends because that fruit is seasonal, babe. I don't think it's in season right now.
But that is basically what a jujube is.
Oh my God, I love crawfish boil. But apparently, they don't have it here in the Philippines. Especially now in the States, it's summertime. Oh my God, crawfish boil is everywhere. I am going from Chicago to Manila, then Cebu. Do I need S-Pass? Or just Health Pass? Cebu does not require S-Pass anymore, Manny. Tapping my ass, Magman. Didn't want to read the name. No, I don't want to read. Can I buy now health insurance para sa apo ko May 9? Yes, pwede naman po kasi naka-indicate naman doon yung duration to stay in the Philippines. Pwede na po kayong bumili ng health insurance or travel insurance. How many hours PCR accepted? If it's RT-PCR test within 48 hours po prior to departure. I think I'd get denied entry for trying to bring them into the country. Definitely, if you're trying to bring live crawfish into the Philippines, they will confiscate that. But if you're able to manage to bring crawfish to the Philippines, please send me some down here to Jensen. I have saturans waiting in our kitchen to cook crawfish boil. Edible oval drupe, 1.5, 3 meters. Deep when immature, it is smooth green with consistency and taste of an apple. Oh, I think it's bobot that's... Do you want some Louisiana crawfish bowl spices I can bring? Sure. The problem is,
But you can cook your crabs.
Yeah, I can cook crabs, shrimps on that, mussels. Yes, Magman, please. I think it's bringing you whatever that thing is bringing you. What's that on the can? The whatever that thing that we are talking about last live. Thank you. You're very welcome, Miss Ferna. The people at the airport would have a feast, definitely, for sure. You won't be able to get on the plane. But like I said, fire alarm. If you ever do, please send me some to Jensen. I miss my crawfish. Yeah, I got them here. Easy. You can drop it in the sustroming and the sustromy thing in Carolina. Hell no, not the Carolina Ripper. That's going to be so spicy. I think Mugman want me dead. Want me dead.
While you can't get crawfish in the Philippines, seafood loving Filipinos will get the chance to sample these prized crustaceans on September the 14th when Sofitel Philippines Plaza, in partnership with Nord Chamber Philippines and the Philippine Norway Business Council, throws what is being billed as the biggest crawfish party in
Manila, September. I gotta start
that
saving
was
for
August
that.
the 30th, 2019.
Damn it. Fake news. How much spending money would you recommend someone travel with, not including hotel, just spending money for food and fun? Depends how long are you staying in the Philippines, Jeffrey, and depends on your location because per location varies in the Philippines. While in Jensen, where we were at is very cheap, that's not the case in Manila because in Manila uh it's quite expensive over there. So like I said, the location will really vary on how much money you're carrying with you. At the same time, for how long you are staying in the Philippines. Yeah, he's not nice. Magma not 2019. I have a seasoning store in Sawgrass Mills Mall that sells good seasoning. I will have to find Cajun seasoning and give you a bottle of it to use when. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Fire alarm. 1 month. So you're staying in the Philippines for 1 month. Where at in the Philippines, or are you going to be all over the Philippines? The food and fun. 1 month, all over the Philippines. He's traveling. 26 more days till my flight out of Toronto. 28 more days till I am in Manila. And 40 days till I say I do. Oh my God, Brother Blake. That's coming up pretty soon. Jeffrey, also depend on what you plan on doing. Why is the doing word on capital letters? Oh my God. My brother Mugman, really. Yeah, it's a lot. It's like he's actually got a point on that. It really depends on what you're doing, and I guess I've already have a pretty much good idea on what that doing word meant. So that's probably the extracurricular activities you're planning on doing in the Philippines. 1 month, food and fun. What he did say fun over there.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. How much, Gani? How much do you guys recommend for him to bring to the Philippines for food and fun?
Okay, first of all, where is he going to be traveling to?
Everywhere, Gani. That's not, he said that's not including hotels. It's just for food and fun.
Just for food and fun?
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend at least
Five
uh,
grand. 5 grand.
$40 a day
$40 a day for
for
food
food.
or per meal? No, the $40. Let's say $50. Ballpark, love. Ballpark. It doesn't have to be. While he's computing, I will start reading.
So
65 days until I start my life-changing journey. Hurry up, June the 13th. Oh boy.
that's 1,500 for fun.
Diving or dicing in bars.
I would say he could probably get, I mean, if he's on a budget, he could probably get by with $100 a day for fun.
Oh boy.
That includes transportation and
Mahako, 1 month budget. Quit adding up stuff. Ballpark.
about $5,000.
He said 5 grand. Is that? I think 5 grand. That's, you will have some extra, but it's better to have more extra
It's
than,
better to have too much than not enough.
yes. It's not siniguelas, but looks like it. It's more in China origin in some parts of Asia. 3 weeks I'll be flying on a jet plane. I'm leaving.
On a
3K
jet plane.
3K for 1 month for food and fun typical. Yes, that's right. 3K USD, not, oh my god, not Philippine peso. You're not going anywhere. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome, Jeffrey. May 3rd flying out to Chicago. Ugh, it's cold up there. I have almost 7 grand save up, and that is more than enough. Yep,
Oh yeah.
should be more than enough. Good to have more than less in case something happens. Definitely. Always plan for the worst.
Plan for the worst and expect the best.
Yuppers. Hala, I said I'm gonna wrap this up in 1 hour. I'm over 1 hour already. But that's alright.
No, you said if they had no more questions.
But they have more questions. So you guys have more questions for me? Plan the worst and get screwed. Oh boy. I say 3K USD because I don't drink and do that extra S tourist crab. Oh, really? Yeah. You better behave, Mugman. Your wife's gonna literally cut your thing. That's a Filipino thing. You don't want that.
Right, how much was the couple's massage last night?
I paid $30, including tip. That's 3 of us. Massage. Including my brother, because my brother decided.
For an
Yep.
hour and a half massage.
Yep, she will chop me. Yes, she will chop you all right, Mugman. You know that. It's a Filipina thingy. So Mugman is flying. You're flying in May, Mugman? Su, 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 su. Filipinas, the Latinas of the Asian country. Okay.
Meaning they're crazy.
Hello? Not so much, Mugman.
Oh yes.
Wow. What have I done to you?
You beat me on a regular basis.
Hello, grabe. Yep, May 3rd to Doha to Cebu. Land in May the 4th. Oh, you beat the election crowd, huh? Gonna be here in the Philippines before election time.
Yeah, I remember that because you were saying if there's a surge, there's always a possibility that they might close the borders back down, but Mogman will make it in just in time.
True. I am taking my fiance on a cruise with Royal Caribbean from Europe. She's excited to go on a giant passenger ship. She worked in a shipyard and has wanted to go on a giant cruise ship. You'll never gonna get me into a giant cruise ship. I watched too much Titanic that you can't get my ass on that ship. I miss cruising so much. Have fun, fire alarm. May the 4th be with you. Yep. Yeah, because after electricians change, watch, Lami. What do you mean electricians? You mean election? Yeah, that has been. I'm not trying to stir some, chaos, but it was actually the WHO that said for to be ready for the surge of COVID-19 after the election. I'm really impressed the way they label that statement, because how the hell they know that we will have a surge after election?
Because they talked to the COVID virus.
Oh yeah.
COVID virus said that it was going to infect more people after the election than before.
Are
the election.
Filipinos normally shy with foreigners? Yes and no. If I'm a Filipino with a fluent English, I won't be shy. I will talk to you. But if I'm a Filipino with limited English, then definitely I will be shy.
Well, a lot depends. I mean, if you're walking up to them on the street and talking to them,
Mm-hmm.
yes, they're really shy.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been talking to them online for a while, no, they're not really that shy because they know you.
True. All the boom boom on the ship in the room. If the ship starts bouncing, then you know why. Okay, I don't need to know the details. Fire alarm. Elections, dang it, it changed my words on me. But I guarantee things change after the election. They are relaxing to do elections, then will evidently tighten crap. I actually believe on that, Mugman. If a Filipina likes you, she's gonna be shy until she knows you, then she won't shut up. Grabe! We do shut up at times, Mugman.
Yeah, it's called tempo.
Grabe. It's like Filipinos over here, I up again, election. We already know that. It's like we're kind of preparing for it. Halakada, we have to get tiles. I mean, shop for tiles today.
That's just going to all home.
I'm gonna get chop chop. Yes. With that comment, you're gonna get chop chop. Good luck, Mugman. Bring some seasoning. Bring some seasoning. At least you're gonna be tasty when you get chop chop. We shouldn't talk politics. Might affect my visa. Why?
Probably because he's going for a non popular candidate.
Oh, really? If I met a Filipina who is from the province, how likely she will be to relocate to Manila away from the province life? Or should I not worry? Should I not worry about the province life?
If it was me, I'd actually prefer the province life
Yes, if
because it's quieter, it's a lot more laid back,
peaceful, not complicated.
it's a lot cheaper.
Manila, Manila life is so crowded, so traffic, noisy, pollution.
I mean, we just bought a piece of property in the province. We tore down the building that was on it basically,
Mm.
rebuilt it with a concrete structure, put a new floor in, new tile. We're going to be putting a whole new store in there. And the cost is less than $5,000. You cannot do that in Manila for less than about 10 or 15 grand.
True. Best way to a Filipina's heart, her belly. Food. True. You ever piss a Filipina off? Bribe her with Jeff, stay in the province. Yep, stay in the province. Taking her on Anthem of the Seas, beautiful ship. You and Forrest should try once and see if you like it. They do 3 and 4 nights sailing. Where do they sail? And how is that? How's the process for her when it comes to passport? Because I think they will need passports for that if you guys are going in different countries.
My problem with going on a cruise ship
I,
is I've worked on the boats before.
he works on the.
I've
Yep.
been a captain on the boats. I've driven the boats before.
In short, he's got sick and tired of the boat already.
Yeah, to me, it's not really a vacation. It's
it's
work.
it's not really it doesn't enthuse him anymore. Me on the other hand, probably, but not for him. He's been working on the boats for what? Before we even got married, he's been working on the boats already. So that's
Probably about 15 years.
yeah, 15 years or better. Fire, you want to take a slow ship from Cebu to Leyte? Cost $5 and 14 hours. That's a different boat, Magman. Get a private room, pack a bag of food. Oh my. She needs yeah, that's what I thought. She will need tourist visa. I do not become I do not become I do not because I am a yes, you're an American. You're an American citizen. You possess US passport, so you don't need it. That's why I asked for her because she's a Filipina and a Philippine passport in going through different countries that will require a visa.
That is one of the reasons why we always recommend that even if you're planning on retiring to the Philippines and stuff like that, if you marry a Pinay, you really need to try to go through the steps to get
US
her
citizen.
U.S. citizenship.
Yes. That would help her travel a
So
lot if you
that she
guys
will
love
have
travel.
a blue passport. She can always get her Philippine citizenship back.
Yes.
But that blue passport carries a lot of weight in a lot of countries.
A lot of privileges as well when it comes to traveling because if you are a US passport holder, most countries does not require you a visa to enter.
Well, most countries you get visa upon arrival if you're a
True.
U.S.
Do most Filipinos have a passport to travel? Do they need a passport to fly? Domestically, no. Internationally, yes.
But do most Filipinos have a passport? No.
No. Charge my phone, please. Nope, meant that for my fiance. Should. If she's a Filipina in the province, 9 times out of 10, she doesn't have a passport, but you best tell her to get online and start filing it out. Yep, that's definitely true. Mugman, get a point on that. It was my birthday yesterday. Did my driver's license expired? I might not be able to drive.
Sus!
Halaka. I did not even bother to check. 2024. I'm good. 2 more years. Oh my god, I'm so worried when it's like because usually over here, including the states, you renew your driver's license on your birthday. So I wasn't sure if it's up for renewal already. Is visa on arrival the same as visa free or very similar? I have always wondered that.
Basically, when they say visa free,
Yeah, that's
they
pretty much
mean visa upon arrival.
yes, because you don't have to pay extra on that. It's given to you for free.
Your first 30 days is given to you. I mean, because anytime you go into any country, you're going to pretty much require a visa. 90% of the time, it's going to be a visa upon arrival and it's going to be free. So when they say visa free,
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what they mean is visa upon arrival.
True. Philippine passport takes a while to get now unless they want to go to Cebu or Manila and get a reserved application time. That is true. I have to get my kids their Philippine passports too because they're expired. She does have a Philippine passport. That's good. Addie, what they gonna do? Blow a wind slit at you and shout, laughing my ass off. Probably. It's always fun when Mugman is on the live stream because Mugman will blow your mind, including mine, because he tends to change names. But the problem is his trademark is so obvious that he gets caught right away.
One of these days, he's going to come in as like dirt farmer, and you're never going to be able to figure out it's him.
Oh, I will still figure out it's gonna be him just by the name itself. Nobody does that in on my live streaming but Mugman. Both are the same with some tweaking and different rules as I see. True. My girl thought, oh, no worries with passport. I will get end of the month. So she pushed it back. She just went on to add the application time, and all the spots in Tacloban are filled out for 5 months. Yikes!
Well, that is one of the problems with the Filipinos.
We love to procrastinate.
They love to procrastinate, and it usually winds up costing them because they procrastinate so much.
Sus? I'm not a Filipina, I'm just half. Remember, I'm a dual citizen.
But you're a Panay by birth.
So now we gotta go to Cebu and spend the dang weekend just to do her application. Oh, so you're complaining? You'll have fun over it, Mugman. Who are you fooling? Me or you? Where's the best beach in the Philippines? Palawan, Boracay.
It depends upon what you're looking for.
Yep, last second all the time. See, he's Vincent looking for Pinoy love. So sad. I'm American and love to procrastinate. Oh, that's the first. That would be the first.
Well, Americans like to procrastinate.
So she's half procrastinator. She's not half, she's full time, Mugman. I am. And it has cost me so much time and money already with that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
My husband's visa.
Exactly.
I procrastinated so much that cost us money and time with his 13A. But I'm glad that's all. Best beach is Limasawa. Oh, I actually watched a vlog on Limasawa Island. It's very pretty over there, Mugman. Luckily, I am smart enough not to do that at work or I would lose my vacation. Smart guy. Haha, seriously. Off Southern Leyte. King Duterte, BBM Marcos is coming. Martial law and order will be restored. Let's stay the politics out on this channel. Let's keep the politics out of this channel as much as we can. This must be an anti-Duterte guy, an anti-Marcos guy. Hong Island. Yes, I've actually watched it. It just came up into my feed on my YouTube, and it says Limasawa Island. It's like, oh, this is I think the island that Mugman was talking about, and it's so pretty over there. Oh my God, the sand are so crystal. It's kind of like sugar, fine white sand, and crystal water. My my grandparents are actually from Leyte. Which is better, Camiguin or Palawan?
Palawan.
Sus, you haven't even been to both? You can't really say it.
But Palawan's the one I want to go to the worst.
Limasawa would be an amazing place to do a meetup. Yeah. What, you want us to be stuck in an island? Survivor mode? Shit, I want my dried fish on that, Mugman. Rent the whole resort. Since you suggested that, Mugman, when you get to the Philippines, please inquire how much is the rate if we rent the whole resort for probably 4 days, 3 nights? Or is that enough? I don't think 3 nights, 4 days will be enough for chit chat with everybody. Everybody fly to Southern Leyte. You will see MacArthur Shrine. Oh, see? Killing two birds in one stone. You get to see MacArthur. I don't know what's with MacArthur that you want to see him so bad with their statue over there. He said, that's easy. Okay, you're in charge. If I go to Palawan, I wanted to stay at the hotel that Big Ed stayed with Rosemary, but they closed their. Oh, I can tell Fire Alarm is a big 90-day fan because he knows Big Ed and Rosemary. The rooms are $12 a night. Oh, that's not really bad. No? For 12 bucks a night? There are three resorts. Three resorts on that island? $3 a night. renting the whole resort is actually not a bad price for it.
$12 a night.
That's 500 plus pesos, 600.
It depends upon how many rooms they have.
How many rooms do they have, Mugman?
Because I imagine most people are going to want their own room.
Hell yeah, I would too.
They're not going to want to share rooms
Definitely.
unless they're really good friends.
Where's my phone? Do a fast cat from Cebu to Maasin on Tuesday. Maasin to Padre Burgos, slow boat 1 hour to Limasawa. Just riding the boat would be fun already. My workmates want me to get on that show, and I said, the entire globe doesn't need to know my business. Exactly right. You are exactly right on that.
Well, not only that, 90 Day Fiance creates a lot of the uh, drama. I mean, Big Ed could create his own drama. I mean, he was wrong in so many points. But you wonder how much of that was actually Big Ed and how much of that was the 90 Day Fiance producers.
True. Are all restrictions lifted in the Philippines? Are bars, clubs open all night? Yes, they are actually open. They're back to business, especially in the Manila area. Bars are open, casinos are open. In Davao, bars are open. In Jensen, they are open too. My fiance knows someone who knows Rosemary. Really? Ah, I'm trying to look up the prices. Okay. I'm not sure where is Rosemary from. Where was she from? We watched 90 Days. We watched their story.
She was from somewhere up by around Manila.
It's like we watch it every Sunday on TLC. We never miss an episode.
We used to not miss an episode.
Well, when we were in the States, we can't get that here in the Philippines. There's no TLC here in the Philippines. We can watch it on YouTube or on Facebook, bit by bit.
But my wife really likes the 90 Day Fiance pillow talk.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. The pillow talk. I told Forrest we should do our own pillow talk with 90 Days Fiance shows. She is from Camogolan in Manila. Oh yeah, we thought she's from somewhere in Manila. It's all right. That's okay. Fire alarm. I told my husband like I don't really think the producers on 90 Day is going to like us because we are very honest and transparent about our relationship and stuff. And I think 90 Days they tweak it a little bit just for the show. Probably not a little bit, a lot.
Well, that's just like the wine episode
Wine episode.
where the one gal was making wine in the closet.
Oh,
that was something that she actually done, but the producers made her do it again so that they could get it included in the show.
Mm-hmm. That's how they make money. How they make the show popular. So we should wrap this up in 10 minutes. I'm getting hungry. It's like past 1 o'clock here. Lunchtime is has been ready since I know 2 hours ago. So I'm gonna wrap this up in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Maraming salamat. Good morning. Hey, Divine. Good morning. I watched my 600-pound life and I do commentary to make people laugh. I make fun of the people basically. Oh, you have a channel, Fire Alarm? What are you gonna eat? My brother made some native
She
chicken
killed a
soup.
poor little chicken that
Sus.
didn't do anything to her.
I have to price it when I get to. Yes, it's better to price it over there. It's like no hurry, Mugman.
She tied up, tortured, and killed a poor little chicken just for
No, I didn't.
her lunch.
Does Filipinas talk on any secret chat rooms, Beb? What chat rooms? What do you mean by secret chat rooms? All month, my house has been getting deliveries, laughing my ass. Over 200 deliveries this month from Shein, Lazada, and Shopee, and from shops around. It's like Shopee has been checking in at the house on a daily basis because I had to order the CCTV for the new store, the emergency lights for the new store, of course, mommy shopping. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob. Is it SpongeBob?
Yep.
Yes, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Was just the house to have a aircon, stove, bed, hot water heater. Uh, wow. Mugman is getting ready for his trip to the Philippines. My girl and her cousin and cousin's husband has been installing and putting everything up for us. Cool. You're all set. You just don't want to take a bath in that cold water, aren't you? My fiance loves SpongeBob, but they don't have Nickelodeon there. Nope. Oh, my kids watch that over here on cable. No, no. I think they have that on cable because my kids used to watch it. How much do you girls pay for all that clothing that you use only once? some mine some of mine still have, actually, Ismael, some of my clothes still have
Tags on them.
tags on. No dang bucket for me, nope. Mugman, don't shower like how Big Ed did with Rose's father. That's how Forrest takes about open space.
So I can shut the door and take my clothes off.
Yes. Your fiance loves SpongeBob. SpongeBob? What the F? Hey, we have our own cartoon character favorites. I like Tasmanian Devil on Space. I forgot their group.
Wile E. Coyote. I can relate to him.
I love Tasmanian Devil.
Wile E. Coyote and Grape Ape.
Right, babe. I am 26 and still watch cartoons. What is bad about what? No, I still watch cartoons too.
I use my girls as an excuse to watch the cartoons.
I love Tinkerbell. I think I watch all Tinkerbell movies. I watch all Chipmunk movies. I love Chipmunks. What else? Frozen. That's what kids does to you.
Encanto.
So,
We
Big
don't talk about
Bruno.
Bruno. No.
Big Ed and Jordan Melby vlogs reminds me of the same people. GGT. What's GGT? I know. It's like, yeah, I watch others. Like, we bought before cable. We bought a bunch of DVDs, cartoon movies. We watch it with the girls. Babysitting my nieces and nephews made me hate cartoons. Oh, I love Family Guy. McFarlane never ceases to. I love the Family Guy. I love the Flintstones. I love Jetsons. Talk about cartoons.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Glenn Quagmire says Jiggity. Jiggity. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Do you ever get recognized when walking off the streets? Are you famous in the Philippines? Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Well, now wait a minute.
No, don't listen to my husband.
She doesn't get recognized while walking in the streets.
We're not that big of a channel, Jeffrey.
But when she went to Manila, or when she went to Davao,
Whenever I go to the Bureau of Immigration office, I get recognized over there.
she went to Davao on a Monday, to get my ICI card. She got recognized. She came back. I gave her crap about it. The very next day, we went to the immigration office here in Ginseng to apply for my
annual report.
File my report, and she got recognized there too. Like, so she does get recognized,
but not famous. That's just that's very extreme. We're not that big of a channel to be famous.
She gets recognized anytime she gets near a Bureau of Immigration office.
When it's immigration related and travel related, I get recognized. Sometimes when I'm at the mall and I see foreigners, I hide. Because it's giving me anxiety. Laugh at everything. Still don't know a lick of Spanish. What's a lick of Spanish?
Of Spanish.
What is this, Mugman? 1 minute, guys. I really want to eat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, I'm sorry. I will try to go on live on Facebook tonight. Then tomorrow, it's LDR discussion. 10 o'clock Philippine time. 10 o'clock at night Philippine time. So I hope you guys can join us. If you want to chit-chat, share your love stories, LDR, love tips, traveling tips to the Philippines, the whole 9 yards. We discussed that in our LDR discussion. And like I said, on tonight's episode for Facebook Live, I will try to give the same update that I give here today. So maraming salamat. Thanks for your big help sa lahat ng travelers like me. Thank you so much, Miss Ferna. If you go to Lim Kat Kai Mall, I will be there every day to wait for you to meet you. Where is that? Weird. It didn't post my whole post about Spanish post. Loving. Oh, probably. I'm not sure. YouTube probably filtered it, but I don't see it. I said my nephew played Spanish Popeye episode on repeat for 2 years and didn't speak Spanish. Oh wow. My middle daughter used to watch those cartoon shows that doesn't speak. She and just they have a different language. She speak that language for a while. So the mall in Cagayan de Oro with the PSA. Oh, okay. I haven't been to Cagayan. But thank you guys so much for watching. Maraming salamat. I hope to see you guys on our next episode on our live stream, whether it's LDR or travel update. And please keep an eye on our travel updates in our YouTube channel. Please check if you are still subscribed to our channel because for some reason YouTube will unsubscribe you if you haven't been checking in for a while. So make sure that you are still subscribed and click that notification bell so you will be notified every time we have new travel updates, LDR discussion, and stuff. So stay healthy, one. Maraming salamat again. God bless.